Hi, I'm Kathy Conamudio from craftychica.com, and I'm going to show you how to take a tile, bust it to pieces, and then solder it into a cool ring like this. You got to see this. Let's get started. The first thing we want to do is break a tile. Now, you can get a basic solid color tile, or you can find a beautiful tile and then smash it to pieces like I did here. But it's all for a good reason, because look at all of these different pieces that I can use to make jewelry. Now, these granite are a little big, so I would probably break these down smaller. To do that, what I do is wrap them in a towel and then hit them, I'll go outside on the cement, on the ground, on the patio, and just hit it with the hammer to break them into smaller pieces. And then I end up with pieces like this. Much better for a ring. You also want to keep in mind that we're going to be covering the edges with some copper tape, and we still want the beauty of the tile to shine through. So you got to find the right balance of the size of tile versus the size of the copper tape. So this one is looking pretty good to me right here. So I have the green from the tile, and then I have the outside area here. So here is my copper tape. I'm going to cut a piece off. And before I use that, I'm just going to peel back, and I'm going to wrap the copper tape all around the edge of the tile. And you want to try to center it the best that you can so that it looks even. And this is where you can decide how much of the copper tape that you want to show on your ring. So this one's a little tricky because see how I have a lot of the side of the tile? I can just move this up around like that. And just go all the way around like this and cut this edge off. Okay. Now I'm going to press down the edges, and a good idea with this is to make sure that you get the copper tape as tightly bonded to the tile as you can. So if you have like a bone folder or even the back of a paintbrush just to burnish it, that will make your finished piece look a lot nicer. So I'm just going to rub this down so I can get it as flush as possible with the tile. And the back we don't need to worry so much because we're just going to glue it to the ring base. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Okay, now that we have this all trimmed in the copper tape, we need to coat the copper tape with flux. So what the flux does is it allows the solder to connect to the copper tape. Hashtag science. And we're just going to coat this on nice and evenly. And I prefer to do all sides at once because once I'm soldering and I'm on a roll and everything's flowing nicely, the worst thing to me that can happen is you didn't flux all the way around and you have to stop what you're doing to add the flux. So I always do all of the areas first before I start the solder process. Okay, so this is looking nice and coated. I'm going to set this aside. Okay, first let's do the top part of the tile. Going to put on our gloves and my safety glasses. And this is my soldering tool. You can use a soldering iron that you plug in. I have this one that just uses butane, and I actually like this tool because you can remove this attachment and then it becomes a torch. and you don't need to plug it in. Okay, there's our flame, and I can see it through the little holes that it's heating up. And now I'm going to touch the solder iron to the solder. And I have this on low heat right now, low flame. This is the part that takes a little bit to heat up. So I'm going to pick up the solder, and I'm just going to glide it all the way around the top of the tile. Just like this. Okay, now I'm going to use my clamps so that I can do the sides. Okay. And look, it came out so beautiful, nice and even. It's a big statement ring, and that's exactly how I wanted it to look. And now we need to connect it to a ring base. So you can buy blank ring bases at the craft store, but you know, because this is a statement ring and I wanted something a little bit chunkier, something that really fit with the theme of it. So I got these metal ring bases, and I bought these on Amazon, and I put it around a ring sizer and just hammered it to size like this. And that's what I'm going to use to glue to the back. And I just like that it gives it more of a look of a chunky silver ring. So here I have my E6000. And I love this adhesive because it's nice and thick, and it will just hold my ring base in place. Just like that. And I'm actually going to just put some glue over the top too. And this E6000, you can get it in clear or in black. I just happen to have white. So I'm going to let this dry overnight because I want it to be nice and cured and dry. Here's one that I already finished. And look, isn't that just so cool? I have the beauty of the design of the Mexican tile, and then it has this nice soldered edge to it. So here's a little piece that's kind of sharp. So this is what you can do to fix that, is take some sandpaper, wherever you feel, where did that go? And you just sand it down. You can take a polishing cloth to polish it up as well so that your solder looks nice and shiny. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. I hope you thought this was a hot craft too. If so, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to catch all the other videos. And all the information and supplies is in the description area below. Thanks. Bye. Happy crafting.